Alright guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. That way you get to see all the videos that come out soon, as well as get notified every time I post. Also, if you are from the Chicago area, I am performing at the Metro over in Wrigleyville on July 24th. So if you want to get tickets, I'll put tickets down below in the link description. Check it out. I'm going to be doing some magic, and it's going to be a cool art show going on too. So we're going to be walking around and see some cool people, see some photographers, see some, I don't even know what to expect. But I know that I'm performing and I'm going to do a bunch of cool stuff for you guys. So if you want to go, tickets right now are on sale for 25 bucks. You can get them. So link in bio, head to it. Today we're going to talk about America's Got Talent. So yesterday was the premiere of America's Got Talent for the new season of 2019, which I don't even know what season it is. But we are in 2019, so season 14. Season 14, that's what it is. We're in season 14 of America's Got Talent. I did not audition this year, but I wanted to. I didn't know what to do, and I just kind of gave myself a year to kind of think because I want to do it next year. So season 14 started yesterday, and it was a great premiere. We had a couple of good acts that I enjoyed. I'm going to go over 3 that I enjoyed, and then I'm going to go over what I'm looking forward to doing next year. So the first person I want to bring up is a bullied teenager named Sophie Pecora. She is a YouTuber as well, which is really cool, seeing a YouTuber in America's Got Talent and putting forth the effort into doing singing. She said she was bullied. The thing that's interesting to me was growing up doing magic, I was bullied too. A lot of the time when I was performing, people really didn't believe in me. They made jokes about it. There were people that sat there and during lunch they would have me come over and they'd be like, "Hey Keelan, do a trick," and I'd pull out my cards and do a nice little card trick for them. But when it came down to it, is that it became more of a joke to people than it was me being passionate about what I was doing. And it wasn't until senior year of high school that it actually took off, because I was on TV my senior year of high school and everybody was like, he's actually doing something cool at this. Which is sad because that was one of the few times I was on TV, but I want to get back on TV very, very soon. So hopefully that happens, and hopefully it is with AGT. She has a great channel. She did a bunch of stuff. I think Billie Eilish did a whole video on her, on Sophie, because Sophie did a video on a Billie Eilish song. That's really cool, getting the name out there, so kudos to her. Also, most respect. Another person that is really cool is Cody Lee. Cody Lee is blind and it also has autism. He had a really cool musical act and it actually got the gold buzzer. So that was really cool. Gabrielle Union is her name. I think she's from Bring It On. I don't know. I think she's from Bring It On. But she did a whole thing on giving him the gold buzzer, which is really awesome. It's amazing seeing somebody losing one ability, so he is blind, and having the autism and having the backing to have him go forth to, I believe the gold buzzer takes you to the very last stage. So bringing you to that kind of stage, and it's amazing that, you know, someone does not give up and they can do this and stand in front of everybody, and, you know, people are easy to judge, and I think that's really cool that he went forth and went on stage and just gave his heart. It's very emotional, so it's very cool. That was a really cool one. Another one, I always pull for magicians. Obviously, being a magician, I pull for other magicians. So another one is magician Eric Chen, who listened to his act and he was talking about how he stopped doing magic for a while. He wanted to do magic and he stopped because he was entered into the military in Taiwan, I believe he said. So he's only been doing magic for 6 months and ended up on AGT, which is really cool to me. So I'm looking up at all the notes I have right now, but it's really amazing that his act was really spot on, really classical, honestly. I feel that he added elements. It was a card trick, which is really cool, because I feel like when you go on TV and you start doing a card trick, people are really, really skeptical from the get-go, because obviously it's cards. But people do relate to cards a little bit better, which is really interesting too. His act was really spot on to me because it involved simplicity. It just used colors. It wasn't a watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. And it's like you guys did too much really quick. Just chill out a bit. His was, we're gonna take a couple cards. So we got some blue cards and we got some red cards, and he started making them change colors, and it's really cool and simple, and it's easy for everybody to understand. So that was really nice. And then he made it to where he would go from, like, he had this rope thing, and it'd go from one side to the other, and it'd change color, or it'd like disappear when it went on the other side, and it was really cool. So I really like the simplicity of that. I'm really looking forward to what the rest of the season can bring to the table. I do know that, not Shinlim won last year, and he also won the champions, but I've also heard from a little birdie that Patrick Kun is going to be on the season, so I'm looking forward to him being on that. But I want to go over a couple things with you guys, so I want to do a trick very quick and explain a little bit about my trials. So for the past couple years, I did audition. I did America's Got Talent 5 times, I believe. 4, 5, maybe 5. And each time I did not make it. I didn't make it far one time, and that was a really amazing feat, but I really would like to go forth and do more this year, well, next year, 2020, and do some magic. I feel my biggest downfall with America's Got Talent is I try to be somebody I'm not, and I try to go, I have the mindset to go big, but I'm not being me. I'm just kind of doing things. So one of the biggest things I want to do is kind of give more of the comedy. My everybody calls me kind of like very sarcastic when I perform magic and comedy on stage, because it's just kind of like rapid fire. The one thing that is difficult about auditioning is I like to feed off a crowd, so if somebody in the crowd does something, I work with it. When you audition, it's you and another person in a room, so if they're not giving you anything, you have to really pull in, which I mean I kind of feel like is also a good challenge for me because I know what to expect. I do want very visual this year. I want something that's kind of in there, so I'm gonna do a visual trick for you guys in a sec, but I do know that there are instances where, hey, this didn't go well, I know this sucked, there's no way this is going through. I think the one year I did, I went up to Milwaukee with Lawrence to audition, and I knew off the bat, this isn't going well. Like, this was bad. No, it wasn't that one. That one I was confident in, because that one I did like a weird kind of like, I'm not going to tell you what I did, but I was confident in that one. There was one I did that I knew, I think it was my first year and third year, I was like, this is not going well. But let's get into a trick. I want to go over this trick. This is something I'm not going to do this specific trick, but I want to do something of this level at America's Got Talent, so let's get into it. Alright, so this is the visual tricks I want to do for America's Got Talent. So this trick only requires 2 playing cards. One is the 2 of spades, and I wrote down subscribe across it because I do need my subscribers up. And the other one is the King of Hearts. Alright, so you got 2 of spades and the King of Hearts. We're going to kind of show you like that. 2 spades and King of Hearts. We're going to line them up just like so. And I'm going to put the 2 on the table, okay? So we got the King and the 2. What we're going to do is this. We're going to actually try and switch them out so that the King's on the table and the 2's in my hand now. So that's the kind of magic that I want to do on America's Got Talent. If you guys like that, be sure to like this video, comment what you thought, and maybe what kind of magic that you guys seen in the past that you'd like to see me do on America's Got Talent. And I will see you guys next week.